In Unit 3, now we are going to learn about looping and branching. By the name itself, we can identify that what is a loop. Loop means it is going to repeat the some set of statements, and branching means while it is repeating from one statement to other statement to move, we can use this kind of conditions. Okay, so here we are going to learn about if statement, and we are going to learn about select statement, then we are going to learn about for while statements. At last, we are going to learn main tools to manage the loops, which are break and continue statements. Clear? First, we are going to learn about if statement. So, this statement performs the if condition. Okay, it will execute that particular statement when that particular condition is satisfied. Okay, so if the boolean value is true, then the statement is executed. A, a condition is closed when the end keyword is met. Here you can see this general format. Percentage t, which is always true, means this condition will be satisfied. This statement will be displayed, otherwise it will end. So the previous script will produce this kind of output. If the condition is not satisfied, else statement performs the alternative statement in the following script. So this is the simple if, this is the else. Okay, here else part you can say goodbye. If the condition is not satisfied, you can say that goodbye. For example, if you give this input, you will be getting this as a output, goodbye as a output. Percentage f means it is goodbye, percentage t means it is hello, right? True. Okay, this t is nothing but true, f is nothing but false. Okay, in order to get a boolean, we can either use these kinds of operators also, equal to operator, greater than operator, like that you can use any kind of operators. Here what you have done, we have assigned some values to the variable I, that is 2. Okay, if the value of I is 2, then hello, otherwise goodbye. Like that you can also assign some values to the variables, then you can execute it. Here what is the important thing is, we have two equal function. If it is a simple equal function, we are assigning the value. If it is a double equal function, we are telling that we are comparing the values. Clear? For example, I equal to 2. In case if you are giving I equal to 2, when you are checking the condition, it will say that obsolete use of single equal to instead of double equal. That means it is telling that you have to use double equal. Clear? So it will display an error, else it will display goodbye. Okay, the next thing is else if statement. Here else if statement will be helpful. When it will be helpful, when you are checking a particular condition, it is not true, it may be with the other conditions also, that time you can go to this else if option. Okay, so I equal to 2, we are assigning the value equal to 2, and we are checking whether it is 1. If it is not 1, it has to go to 2. So I equal to 1, hello. I equal to 2, goodbye. I equal to 3, t, this one. And the same way you are displaying this one. This is a French meaning of this particular word. Okay, so hello, goodbye, hi, like that it is giving some meaning. So else if statement is used to create some of the other branches also. Okay, so it is not only with hi, hello or goodbye, it is something else with other things also, means you can check all these things and according to that you can display the result. Clear? So this is all about if statement. Clear about it? So here if statement is used to check the condition to display the result. It is a simple if, or you can have else if, or yeah, that means else part in the if condition. And one more important thing, while you are checking the condition, you have to use double equal, not the single equal. Then here we have given else if later, right? So these are the things about this if statement. Shall we move on to the next one? Next one is the select statement. This statement combines many branches and it is a very simple way. For example, when we can use these kinds of statement, For example, if the student is getting a marks means it is not the case that the student will be getting only the 45 marks. He may get 45 or a 55 or 65. There may be various different marks. That is why we have been awarded with a class. Okay, if we are above 80 we are in the distinction. If you are above 70 first class, if you are above 60 second class, if you are above 50 third class, like that we have been categorized. In those kinds of situations you are getting various kinds of answers for the particular question means you can go to this select case. Okay, so this combines several branches into a clear and simple way depending on the value of the variable. Right, here we are using the case keyword. So this is the general format, you have to use it. This is a script, you have to follow it. First you have to assign some values to the variable, then you have to select the cases, and if the value of I is 1 it will go to this 1, if it is 2 it will go to 2, otherwise it will go to 3, it will otherwise it will display that other message. Did you understand what is the meaning of this? So here if you are having many cases, okay, in else if we cannot combine many conditions, whereas in switch case you can combine 6 to 7 conditions, right? So here we are not using else, here we are using the keyword case. Instead of using else keyword we are using the case keyword. So else statement is optional here. So this is considered as a good programming compared to else functions, right? In this case, else statement does not interrupt the execution. The remaining statements in the script will be executed. So, in the else if, it will check all the conditions one by one, the statement will be executed. Whereas, if you given this select case, it will check the case. If it is not this case it will not execute this statement, straight away it will come to the next case. Whereas in else if it will check the condition, if it is not there it will execute the statement, like that it will be going on. So this can be, this may lead to, else if may leads to unexpected results. So that we are supposed to use this select case, right? So here you can see this minus I, there is no minus I conditions over here, so straight away it will come to this error case. Okay, it will display this. So you will be getting this unexpected value of the parameter you will be getting. So what we have studied, select case. What is the difference between select case and else if? In else if it will execute the condition and it will come, right? Whereas here in select case it will check the value, then it will move on to the next case. So this is the difference between select case and the else if. So when you're having multiple conditions, multiple cases as a result, you're supposed to use only this select statement. Clear about this? So here in the looping and branching statement we started this if and select today. So the remaining we will study in the next class. So till this you have to write the notes, right? So till this switch case you have to write this notes. Thank you.